Hello, and Catherine Layden here from the Odlums kitchen, and today we're going to make a rather luscious chocolate orange Millionaire shortbread. First thing we do is into the mixing bowl we put our 125 grams, that's 4 ounces of butter. Then to that we're going to add the 50 grams, 2 ounces of caster sugar, and we cream those ingredients together next. So nice and soft. We now, again, with the scraper or the spatula, bring the mixture down to the centre of the bowl. Now, into that we're going to add the rind of 2 oranges. Next to that we're going to add 175 grams, that's 6 ounces, of our Odlums cream plain flour. As you're working this around, it does start to come to form a dough for you, as you'll see now in just a minute. You can see that there. We now take our hands and we just gently bring it together to form a dough. And this couldn't be easier. Just, if I can just show you now, there's the dough and there's the clean bowl. Really, really simple. We're going to bake this now in a 7-inch square sandwich tin. Snip into the 4 corners of the paper so the paper overlaps, giving us 4 even sides on the cake after baking, or on the shortbread. So we just ease it in with your hands. And there we have the shortbread ready for the oven. But before it goes in, to prevent it rising, we just prick it very well all around with the fork, because now it won't affect the taste. But if you don't do this, your shortbread will rise slightly when it hits the oven, and then it will sink, and you'll get a wrinkled appearance on the top of your shortbread after baking. So there we go. Now, well pricked with the fork to prevent it rising, we're going to put this into a preheated oven, 180 centigrade, 350 Fahrenheit, that's gas mark 4. And it will just take about 15 to 20 minutes. Watch it, because we don't want it to get too browned, but we do want it nicely browned and baked through. So in now for about 15 minutes in a central position in the oven. So here we have the cold shortbread, and before I add the caramel, which I'll come on to in a moment, I'm going to make the chocolate topping for it. So in a bowl sitting over a saucepan of hot water now, we're going to add 150 grams, that's 5 ounces, of milk chocolate. We're also going to add 150 grams, that's 5 ounces, of plain chocolate, which is basically the dark and the light chocolate. To that now we're also going to add the rind of an orange, so we have the orange and chocolate coming together again here. And finally we're going to add 1 ounce of butter. Just increase the temperature here a bit to get the water just at a simmering stage, and have a spoon nearby, because already the chocolate is starting to melt, as you see. So just to make sure that it melts fairly quickly for you, give it the odd stir. Now while that's melting, here I have the commercially produced caramel, and I just took that from the tin and gently heated it so that we could make it spreadable, and then allow it to cool a little. So we can just pour that now onto the shortbread, that wonderful caramel. So there we have all the toffee removed, none left for the fingers to lick. So now just gently spread it, again like with the shortbread, spread it evenly in the tin. There we have our toffee, leaving that set. We're also going to just give this a stir. Now as you see, it's starting to melt. So now once you've stirred it and it has melted completely, you remove it from the heat. So I'm going to do that in just a moment, but meanwhile we're going to take a break and allow the toffee to set. Now here's the chocolate melted, the toffee has set, so we're just going to pour that over the caramel. Just gently spread it. I have some white chocolate here melted, and we just now just do a quick zigzag across the top of this. And then our chocolate over the right way up. And now you leave this then to go cold. Here we have the Millionaire squares. We're going to just lift them out of the tin gently. Remove or line or peel off the paper that we use to line the tin, and then cut into squares. And there we have our chocolate orange Millionaire squares. So enjoy.